Oh, I don't know where to begin. First of all, very few people get the privilege of listening to their own funeral. Complete with slideshow. Thank you for those very kind words. Those of you in this room, and of course many who weren't able to be here tonight, that's what true friendship's about. And the support and the encouragement that those of you around the room have given me in my career over the years, you just can't measure that. I should have made some notes because there's some things said I wanted to respond to. And now I'm up here and I'm drawing a total blank. That's a sign of age. That's a sign it's time to retire. But it's been a great ride. I started my career 40 years ago this year, and the mayor's brother, Jones Irons, was my training officer when I first began my career. And we worked together, and Jones was sort of laid back. He didn't really get in a big hurry, even if it was a bank robbery call. We'd take our time, and he didn't believe in running that siren too much. So the first time I got out, I went into work one day, and Jones was on vacation, and the sheriff said, "Get a car and go out there and serve some papers." So I got a car, and I got me some papers, and I was out in the Western County. I was on the Natchez Trace, and I sort of got this urge. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and there wasn't anything behind me, and I looked in front of me, there wasn't nothing in front of me. So I turned that light and siren on, and I blew her out. And it felt so good, I turned around and did it again, going down. But, there's a verse in the Bible that says, "In all your ways acknowledge Him, He'll direct your path." I can tell you that my paths have been directed. We were talking about that in Sunday school this past Sunday, and the Sunday school teacher used a different illustration. He used it like a boat going down a stream, and there's fog ahead of you, and you can't really see where you're going. But when you clear and you look to the back, you can see all the obstacles that were in your way that somehow or another the boat got itself through. And I've seen those kind of things in my career. There have been times in my career that I was very disappointed. Becky can tell you that. I got a letter one day from the Civil Service Board in October of 1979. I had worked for the police department. I'd ran for sheriff, as Sheriff Willis alluded to. In 1978, I was 26 years old, and I was going to be the sheriff. Those other 11 guys running against me didn't have a chance. Well, I came in fourth, which wasn't bad, right behind Ronnie Mae's dad. And, but that's all I ever really wanted to do, was be sheriff. So I went to work with the police department in '78. And in December of that year, we negotiated a deal and bought the local ambulance service from Sin and friends of ours. And I intended to do both. I found out right quick I couldn't, so I had to resign, and I had to resign pretty rapidly. My dad had went on, stuck his neck out for us financially to help us get the loan to buy the business, and I had a commitment to that business. And besides that, we were doing better than I actually made more money out of it than the chief made at the time. So it was a good move financially. But I wanted to be in law enforcement. That was my calling. And so October of that year, '79, things settled down. I thought, well, I can handle both now. So I've written the Civil Service Board a letter to ask to be reinstated. They had an opening. At that time, if you'd worked there, they'd just reinstate you. Well, I got this letter back. I got the mailbox one day and pulled out this letter from the Civil Service Board. And then so many words that said, "Thanks, but no thanks, we don't want you working here anymore." And that was in October of '79. Well, in December of '79, the blue flu hit the Florence Police Department. And there was a walkout, and there were 28 officers fired. So I'm sitting at the ambulance service office on February the 19th in the afternoon, and the phone rings. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's Chief Bailey. He said, "You still won't come back to work down here?" And I said, "Well, yeah, well, come down here and let's talk." So I went down there and went into Chief Bailey's office. He said, "You still want to work?" I said, "I am." He said, "Well, the Civil Service Board's across the hall. Go over and interview with them." So I went across the hall, and before I even got to sit down, they said, "We ain't got but one question for you. If we hire you back, are you going to stay?" I said, "Well, I plan on it. I'll be at work at 6 o'clock tonight." and I've been there every day since. February the 19th, 1980. That's why my original retirement date was February the 18th of 2014. I've been using that date for a long while. And then this other thing came up, so I decided to go ahead and retire early. But the point I'm making is, had I not resigned in January of '79, I'd have probably been number 29, and we wouldn't be here tonight doing this. You know, the good Lord knows where He wants us and where I wanted to be sheriff, He wanted me to be the chief, police chief, and He always knows best. And He's blessed my career. He's blessed me with a magnificent family. Peggy Singleton has been my rock. You know, she's encouraged me when I just didn't seem like I had anybody to encourage me. She's taught me and convinced me many times I didn't want to resign. You know, it's been some challenges over the years. But I've had a great career, and God has directed my path. He's put me where I'm at, and He's put you in my life, and I thank Him for that. Because I look around this room and I see many, many friends who I have the utmost respect and appreciation for. Thank you for being here tonight and sharing this very significant event of my career. I want to thank Chief Tyler, Chief Shattuck, Chief Rhodes for their support over the years, and all the employees of the Florence Police Department and all the other law enforcement officers in this room. You know, it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about the brotherhood of law enforcement and doing all we can collectively to ensure our communities are safe and our citizens are protected. And it's an honor to serve our communities in that capacity. And I've been honored and blessed beyond measure. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for the gifts. Be safe traveling home. And hopefully the next time I'll get to address you as a group or an organization, it'll be mayor. Thank you very much.